Before we begin, if you haven't watched episode 1 of this series, I highly recommend watching it first. I've added the link to episode 1 in the I button above, so make sure to check it out before continuing. In the previous video, we talked about some of the most common dark psychology techniques like gaslighting, love bombing, and guilt tripping. Dark psychology is not always obvious. Sometimes manipulation is subtle, quiet, and difficult to recognize. That's why in today's video, we will explore 5 more dark psychology techniques that people often use to influence and control others. Remember, the goal of this video is not to teach manipulation, but to help you recognize these behaviors and protect yourself. Let's begin. Technique 6, playing the victim. This happens when someone pretends to be the victim in a situation, even when they are responsible for the problem. Victim signaling research in social psychology shows that people who present themselves as victims are often more likely to receive sympathy and emotional support from others, even when responsibility in the situation is unclear. Instead of taking accountability, they shift the blame onto others. Imagine confronting someone about something hurtful they did. Instead of apologizing, they respond, "Why are you always attacking me? Everyone is always against me." Suddenly, the conversation is no longer about their behavior. Instead, you feel guilty for bringing it up. This tactic works because most people naturally want to avoid hurting others. Technique 7, triangulation. Another powerful manipulation tactic is triangulation. This happens when a manipulator brings a third person into a situation to create jealousy, competition, or conflict. Relationship conflict studies suggest that third-party involvement happens in approximately 35 to 40% of relationship disputes, often increasing jealousy, tension, and emotional instability between partners. For example, someone might say, "Even my friends think you're overreacting." Sometimes they compare you to others. "Why can't you be more like them?" The goal is simple: to make you feel insecure and uncertain. When someone constantly compares you to others, it creates emotional instability. And when people feel insecure, they become easier to control. Technique 8, future faking. This happens when someone makes big promises about the future that they never intend to keep. They might say things like, "We'll travel the world together." These promises create hope and emotional attachment. According to relationship counseling surveys, more than 50% of people in toxic relationships say they stayed longer because of promises about a better future that were never fulfilled. But over time, nothing actually changes. The future they describe never arrives. Future faking keeps people emotionally invested in relationships or situations that are not actually improving. If you've watched the video up to this point, it probably means you're enjoying the content. This is a new channel, and your support really means a lot to me, so make sure to subscribe for more psychology videos like this. Technique 9, projection. Projection is a psychological tactic where someone accuses others of the very behavior they are guilty of. Someone who is manipulative might say, "You're trying to manipulate me." This tactic confuses people and shifts attention away from the manipulator's actions. Psychological research suggests that individuals who lie more frequently are significantly more likely to assume that others are lying as well. This behavior is known as psychological projection. Projection works because it creates emotional chaos and confusion. When people are confused, they are less likely to question what's really happening. Technique 10, intermittent reinforcement. One of the most psychologically powerful manipulation tactics is intermittent reinforcement. This technique involves giving someone inconsistent rewards or affection. Behavioral psychology studies show that unpredictable rewards create stronger behavioral attachment than consistent rewards, which is why this principle is commonly seen in gambling, addiction patterns, and toxic relationship dynamics. Sometimes the manipulator is kind, supportive, and loving. Other times, they are distant, cold, or dismissive. This creates emotional unpredictability. And strangely, this unpredictability can make people even more attached. It's the same psychological principle used in gambling. Because you never know when the reward will come, you keep hoping for the next positive moment. This cycle can trap people in toxic relationships for a very long time. How to protect yourself. Now that you know these techniques, the next step is learning how to protect yourself. The first step is awareness. When you recognize manipulation patterns, they lose much of their power. Second, trust your instincts. If someone's behavior consistently makes you feel confused, anxious, or emotionally drained, pay attention to that feeling. Third, maintain clear boundaries. Healthy relationships respect your limits. Manipulative relationships constantly try to break them. Knowledge is one of the strongest defenses you can have. Dark psychology exists in many areas of life, but the more you learn about these behaviors, the easier it becomes to recognize them. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. And since this is a new channel, your support really means a lot to me. Please check out the other videos on this channel. Your support and feedback motivate me to keep creating more content like this. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.